A very good afternoon to all our viewers. Thanks for tuning in to NDTV. This is the Southern View, where for the next half hour we take you through all the top stories from the southern part of India. On this show, of course, joining me is my colleague Rituraj Purohit from Bengaluru. We also have Sam Daniel and Vijay from Chennai. We have Ashish from Hyderabad and Ashwin from Kerala, who will take us through all the updates. First up, we have some breaking news coming to the fore from Karnataka. The leadership issue seems to be at its boiling point. The Deputy Chief Minister, who aspires to become the next Chief Minister of Karnataka, has been in Delhi for the last couple of days, and finally that all-awaited meeting with the High Command has concluded just a while ago. He did meet Rahul Gandhi, had this conversation about what next for him. From what we picked up from our sources, there hasn't been an absolute clarity or a date given for any sort of transition that Mr. D.K. Shivakumar would have wanted. But he remains optimistic because the message wasn't pessimistic from the High Command either. They have appreciated all the work that he has done for the party and asked him to remain patient. And today, while addressing a press conference in Delhi, that is something that he reiterated once again, that patience is important. And it looks like Mr. D.K. Shivakumar will exhibit that for some more time. But how long is the question, even as statements keep coming in from his supporters and those who are backing Mr. Siddaramaiah as well. Mr. Yatindra's comments, of course, saying that his father will complete a 5-year term hasn't gone down too well with many of D.K. Shivakumar's supporters. Mr. D.K. Shivakumar himself has time and again had a cryptic thing to say about Yatindra being the High Command. So today as well, the conversation was not very different. Let's listen to what the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka had to say in the national capital.
We are not discussing anything on this. The party has a vision, it has a goal. Party success story is very more important. In the interest of the party leadership is there. Rahul ji, Kharge ji, and all our senior leaders are there. They will take a call whenever they want, feel fit.
Well, that's a reaction that came in during the press conference, but the crux of the story here, viewers, is the fact that the meeting did happen with Rahul Gandhi. Now, we should note that Mr. D.K. Shivakumar has been there in Delhi for the last couple of days. He met Priyanka Gandhi after the meeting that was held for Assam and for the elections. Mr. D.K. Shivakumar, of course, is one of the in charges. But after that, he did want to put his foot down and say, well, a decision or somewhere some clarity is needed. And eventually today that meeting did happen where they did hold discussions briefly. At that point in time, what we're picking up is that there was no absolute clarity that was given. However, for Mr. D.K. Shivakumar, remaining patient seems to be the only way out at this point in time. How his supporters react to this sort of a situation in the days to come is going to be very interesting. But for now, he's remaining very calm, and he says that he will remain patient. But while he stepped out of that meeting, spoke to the reporters there, while questions were posed to him, it was not in the greatest of moods that we've really seen Mr. D.K. Shivakumar. At that point in time, he goes on to say that he cannot really disclose everything that happened in a closed-door meeting, and he is in Delhi for political reasons, and he has put all the points before the High Command. Let's listen to this reaction and then the counter that's coming in from the BJP, or rather a jibe.
ತಿಳಿಸಲೇಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಏನು ಬೇಕು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾತಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಬಂದಮೇಲೆ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಬಂದಿರೋದೇ ರಾಜಕಾರಣ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಚಾರನ ಮಾತಾಡದೆ ಬರೀ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಗಾಳಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಏನೇನು ಬೇಕೋ ನಾವು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಕಾಲ ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಉತ್ತರ ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ.
We are last 2 years same questions. Last 2 years same questions. Who is the CM? Siddaramaiah or D.K. Shivakumar? So we heard about 50-50, 2.5 years. Last November that date also gone. Now D.K. Shivakumar went to Delhi for the appeal to the Sonia Gandhi, Kharge, in charge. Nothing happened.
Sir, now
because this is a fight between old Congress and new Congress.
Well, now we've heard the BJP, we've heard Mr. DK Shivakumar himself react to that meeting, but what are the Congress leaders, especially the veterans in the party, really saying? G. Parmeshwar, the Home Minister, who himself, of course, is an aspirant for the top post, had a few things to say. Let's listen into that reaction as well.
ಸುಖಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವಿಬ್ಬರೂ ಕೂಡ ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಇರ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮಾತನ್ನ ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿ ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೃತ್ಪೂರ್ವಕವಾದ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
Well, that was in fact G. Parmeshwar while he was in Madhugiri attending an event yesterday. A few members of the crowd really saying that he should become the Chief Minister. At that point in time, Parmeshwar, they're silencing the crowd. We'll of course also get you a reaction soon to all the developments around what's happened in Delhi. But meanwhile, moving on to another story from Karnataka, my colleague Ritu as well is with us for this. The Karnataka Contractors Association, who had made some serious charges in 2023 against the BJP, alleging 40% Sarkara and more, has now said the corruption is much more. This is not the first time they're saying it, they've said it multiple times, but Ritu will take you through more of these details. Ritu.
Well, very right, Deepak. You see, this is yet another time we are hearing from the Karnataka Contractors Association, which has basically come out very openly to reiterate that the corruption has increased in the Congress-led government when compared to what it was when the BJP was in the power in the past. And further, you see, the association goes on to highlight that many small contractors are basically suffering because their bills are not being paid on time. The bills are still pending. You know, it's been almost months together that they continuously go on requesting the Karnataka Chief Minister as well as the Deputy CM DK Shivakumar as well. But there's no clear word that's been really given to them, due to which the contractors continue to suffer. Now, more importantly, it's important to highlight that they've also warned about the huge protest in the month of March, and they're going to halt the infrastructure-related projects in Bengaluru. If that really happens, then the IT city is all likely to suffer as well, with all that already the infrastructural news coming into the fore often from the city. But listening to what exactly that the association president had to say.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಭ್ರಷ್ಟಾಚಾರ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ಭ್ರಷ್ಟಾಚಾರ ಇದೆ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಹಳೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಭ್ರಷ್ಟಾಚಾರ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಆದರೆ ನಮ್ಮದು ಭ್ರಷ್ಟಾಚಾರದ್ದು ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ನಮ್ದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಪಾಪ ಸಣ್ಣ ಸಣ್ಣ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ರುಗಳು ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಗುಂಡಿ ಮುಚ್ಚಿರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಗುಂಡಿ ಮುಚ್ಚೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ನಮ್ಮದು ರೋಡಿನ ಗುಂಡಿ ಮುಚ್ಚೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ಸಣ್ಣ ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿರೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ಈ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ಗಳು ಸುಣ್ಣ ಬಣ್ಣ ಹೊಡೆದಿರೋದು ಅದೇ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ಕಾರ.
Well, needs to be seen now how that the government is really going to take this up after constant requests being made to the state government herein. But back to my colleague Deepak Bopana, who's going to bring us more news from Karnataka.
Well, Ritu, of course, we'll keep a track of how the contractors really respond and whether the payments, of course, will happen. But meanwhile, as far as government schools and their conditions in different parts of the country goes, there is always some or the other apathy that's involved. And here in Mangaluru's Beltangadi, a headmaster has come under the scanner because he arranged a study tour. He wanted to take students to a honey farm, show them how it's done. It was a study tour that was intended, while the intentions were right, but the way he actually managed to move the students is something that has come under heavy fire, especially from the parents and activists. A tipper lorry and a small size tempo was booked, and you can see the students really being packed into it like as if they were sheep or cattle, and then being driven around, not keeping any sort of safety precautions in mind. Right now we are told that the block education officer has been asked to submit a report. There could be action that could be taken against this headmaster, and why exactly would he risk the lives of these students and move them in such an inhumane way is the question that really comes up. We'll of course keep a close track of what happens in this developing story. We should note that as far as this incident is concerned, it has sparked outrage. There have been a lot of question marks that have been raised about the safety of students and whether this was something that was warranted as well. However, right now no response has come in from the education department yet. Well, that's all we have from Karnataka at the moment. I'm going to go across now to my colleague Ashwin from Kerala. He brings you all the updates from there.
Thank you, Deepak. In fact, the state of Kerala, the biggest story right now is the bail that has been granted to expelled Congress MLA from Palakkad, Rahul Gandhi. The Kerala High Court today has granted anticipatory bail to the MLAs with imposing strict conditions, including that he should not travel outside of Kerala. His passport must be kept with the police department. Justice Kausar Edapagat, who gave him the bail, stated that from February 16th onwards, for the next 3 days, he must be present for questioning in front of the police between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Now, this case is related to the alleged case of rape and forced abortion of a woman in Thiruvananthapuram, and after which he had been denied bail several times, but now he has been granted bail by the Kerala High Court. In fact, Rahul Gandhi has secured the bail, and the bail conditions are very strict. He has been told to be available for questioning and not to influence any of the witnesses in this case. In fact, there are 3 similar cases which were registered against him, and of which this is the 3rd time he has secured bail. Certainly a time where the MLA will get a sigh of relief, for this is the 3rd bail that he has secured in all the cases. Now, this comes at a time when the elections are nearing, and needs to be seen whether Rahul Gandhi will now actively be present for campaigning for the Congress party. The Congress party sources have, however, stated they have distanced him from any kind of campaigning and is not part of the Congress party, as he has been expelled from the party. But the MLA has stated no matter what, till the end of his life, he will be part of the Congress party. Now, the bail has been, anticipatory bail has been extended, but conditions have been set by the court, and also stated that the police have all rights to mark arrest for him if the questioning is completed, and if there is a scope for any kind of medical examination for him, that also can be done during the period of his custodial arrest as well, between February 16th, and that too has been given for 3 days. Certainly, that's the wrap from the state of Kerala, the latest story from the state of Kerala. Over to my colleague Sam for the latest story from the state of Tamil Nadu. Sam.
Thank you, Ashwin. The ruling DMK has launched a campaign anthem yesterday at a mega rally outside Chennai. In fact, this song has the theme of 2.0 for MK Stalin's government. And the party hopes this will strike a chord with the younger voters in particular. The party is expected to release the video version of this song in a few days' time. And this is what it sounds like.
உதிச்சது உதய சூரியன் பால் ஆட்டம் புட்ட கொட்டிய புதிச்சதால் மாறமாட்டோம் வெளிச்சம் கிடைச்சதா எங்க கதை அகர முதல தொட்டு அறிஞர் அண்ணா பிளட் அகர முதல தொட்டு தலைவர் கலைஞர் பிளட் அகர முதல தொட்டு
In that meeting attended by more than 1.5 lakh booth committee workers from Chennai and Viluppuram zones, Party Chief and Tamil Nadu Chief Minister MK Stalin gave a bit of strategy for these booth level workers, asking them to aim at securing 2.6 crore voters across Tamil Nadu, or votes across Tamil Nadu, and that each of them should meet at least 100 people and ensure at least 40 of them would vote for the DMK. And in every booth across Tamil Nadu, in all the 75,000 booths, he wants the party to win at least 400 votes each. The party hopes it will come for a second consecutive term, and he took on the NDA, calling it as Dabba Engine, taking on the NDA slogan of Double Engine Sarkar, and he called his government as a fast engine government before the Dabba Engine, as he called it. In fact, Tamil Nadu was looking for a four-cornered contest with the ruling DMK having its alliance intact and hoping for a consecutive term after winning 3 consecutive elections. On the other side, you have the AIADMK, which has revived ties with the BJP after losing 3 consecutive elections, and it's hopeful of a comeback. You also have actor and TVK chief Vijay's party making its political debut this election, and this party hopes they'll be able to repeat the 1967 victory registered by Nadu. You also have Nam Tamilar Katchi, run by Director Seaman, fighting alone. So it's going to be a 4-cornered contest. But the opposition says Stalin's strategy will not work, and they are quite confident of capturing power. And this is what MK Stalin had to say.
சென்னையும் வட தமிழ்நாடும் எப்பவுமே திமுகவின் கோட்டைன்னு திரும்பவும் நான் நிரூபிச்சு காட்டணும். எப்பவும் போல உங்ககிட்ட இருந்து தான் நம்ம வெற்றியை தொடங்க போறோம். அதனால தான் இந்த கூட்டத்தையும் இந்த மண்டலத்தில் இருந்து நான் தொடங்குகிறேன்.
Lottery King Santiago Martin's son, Jose Charles Martin, for the first time has opened up about his company's huge electoral bond donation to the tune of more than 1,300 crore rupees for political parties including the DMK, TMC and the BJP. He denies there's any quid pro quo. Charles has also launched a party to fight elections in Puducherry from funding political parties. The group is now, in a sense, trying to fight elections, launching its own party. Charles spoke to me on the funding and why his political foray in the former French colony. Launched your party saying that you will be the chief ministerial candidate. Now you are open for an alliance with some other party, is it?
Yes, I think we are in talks. Talks are going on. Yes, if it is a party like NDA, we cannot, demand much there. So at the same time, for me also, it's just, we don't have much time for me to explore the political ground. So I'm willing to, open up and then see how it goes. Recent expose by the Election Commission, your company has given 1,368 crore rupees in the form of electoral bonds to parties like the DMK, TMC and even to the BJP, both directly and indirectly. How would you account for this? Why? No, as any company, as any citizen, see, they're not an enemy. They are not from another nation who's trying to come and invade us. And, as a businessman, it's our duty, we have to sponsor this. Otherwise, how will even a trust, for example, how will a trust operate if nobody donates? Same way, our political party will operate. Was it for quid pro quo? They give you concession, they tweak policies to suit you, and you are returning them for those concessions? Not exactly. So, if you see from 28% of GST, they have increased it to 40%. And after so many donations also, you keep seeing a lot of raids only happening to us.
Well, that's it from all of us here on the Southern View. We'll be back again tomorrow at 2 p.m. Do, of course, watch the Southern View. Now back to the studios for more news and updates.